So, of course, as we approach the middle of summer, this is the exact middle of summer. Coming up this week is the middle of summer. A reminder that the theme for our year is Soaring Higher, celebrating our unity, one team, one community, reaching our greater potential. And with strength, love, and zeal, we recognize our wholeness. And I would just say, haven't you had some days this summer when it it seemed kind of very difficult to soar above all the gray and the smoke and all that kind of stuff we've had in our skies? A little bit different to get up there. And I know for me anyway, nothing helps me more than to listen to one of our wonderful speakers. And, it's just a wonderful way to, feel that when they are sharing their life with us. And today I must say that that no one has demonstrated, I'll try to say this very, very calmly here, but I don't think anybody in the world has demonstrated the ability to soar above the dark clouds better than our speaker today, Marie-Josée Martin. And if she won't mind me saying it, I took a quote right from her website, which I think speaks volumes. Okay, it's a writing of herself. She says that she survived a metastatic neuroblastoma, metastatic neuroblastoma, which robbed her of her legs and left in return a myriad of gifts, which she is still busy unwrapping. Isn't that wonderful? Gifts indeed. Anyway, just to say a little bit more about her, she is incidentally president of our board of directors and is also an acclaimed novelist, a Franco-Ontarian novelist. She's winner of several literary awards, actually. In her novels, she explores the intricacies of the human soul and enjoys remaking the world. In 2019, she founded L'Expressif. Again, my French isn't very good, but I hope I pronounced that right. A boutique translation firm, that also offers workshops on topics related to writing for insight and growth. She loves to help others discover how writing can help them propel their lives forward. So if you wanted to know more about that, you can visit her writing career on www.mariejosemartin.com. Okay, and now I give you Marie-Josée. Welcome. So delighted you're here today.
Thank you, Lynn. You made me tear up with your introduction. Thank you. We'll start with a brief meditation. So I invite you to sit comfortably. Notice the ground under your feet. Notice your breath coming in and out. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. Just breathe. Open your heart to the energy all around you, moving in you, through you, as you. Be still. Be still for a moment in this flow of energy. Now, let's use our imagination to play with energy a little bit. Imagine a banquet table. It's a beautiful table. It's rich with all the bounty the earth has to offer. And you get to invite to this table, to your table, people you admire. They can be dead or alive, real or imaginary. Special people who have inspired you and continue to inspire you today. Who is sitting at your table? Who are these amazing people? What are some of the qualities they possess? Which of these stand out the most? The qualities these people bring to your table, they are also alive within you. They represent some of your standards of integrity, who you have come to be in this world. Who you have come to be is truly amazing. Take a moment to take it all in. Breathe. And when you're ready, slowly come back and open your eyes. All right. So good morning. A few months ago, I was facilitating a meeting. If I remember correctly, it was one of our community circles. And I mentioned this wonderful book by Maria Nemeth called The Energy of Money. Somebody said, you should do a talk on it. I thought, yeah, why not? I'm willing to do that. I was enthusiastic. And then came the time to actually do it. And I thought to myself, what were you thinking? The book is some 300 pages. There's no way I'm going to be able to summarize that, the content, the exercises, in a meaningful talk. The fact is, I keep getting myself into these situations. An opportunity comes up. I say, yes, I'm willing. I'm excited. This is something new. It matches with my values. It aligns with who I've declared I want to be. Then I get scared. Monkey mind gets overactive, reminds me of everything that could go wrong, of how it's safe and comfortable at home. If you've taken some Unity classes, I'm sure you're probably familiar with the concept of monkey mind. But for the others, allow me to take a moment to summarize. Monkey mind is the name Buddhists give to a self-criticizing aspect of our mind that swings us from doubt to worry and back to doubt. I often go to doubt, not a fun place. Monkey mind chatters the most loudly when we threaten to change the status quo, when we attempt to execute a new idea or turn a dream into reality. Crossing that border from the realm of ideas to the realm of the physical is hard. It's scary. And it requires effort. Monkey mind doesn't like that, not at all. So it will say things like, you don't have the chops for it. Are you sure it's the right time? Everybody says you're crazy for attempting it. Be reasonable. My monkey mind likes that one. Be reasonable. Or I just know the universe is trying to tell me something. So why try? Why embark on what Maria Nemeth calls the hero's path? Okay, it's time to get in touch with your inner Skywalker, or if you prefer, your inner Bilbo. The hero's path, if you're willing to take it, will lead you from who you pretend to be and who you are afraid you are to who you really are. For most of us, that is one scary trip. I worked for many years in the public service. For a while, it was compatible with one of my main life's intentions, to be a successful writer. I had negotiated a modified schedule, which allowed me to devote one full day to writing every week. An amazing luxury. But the department started to grow. My workload doubled and then kept increasing. I had to do more and more overtime. I had less and less energy for writing. So I started to look for a different position in the public service, something similar to my job in a department that I was willing to go to. But there was really nothing available. So I started to form this plan, this idea that I might start a business. So when I finally made the decision, I remember the expression on my colleague's face. With one or two exceptions, they had the same expression when I told them. It was a mixture of disbelief and envy. Disbelief because, who leaves the public service? It's a good job, regular paychecks, medical insurance, a pension plan. Envy because not that they wanted to be writers, but they too wished that they could move ahead on their hero's path and the path to who they really were. Because as Nemeth puts it, we are all happiest when we are demonstrating in physical reality what we know to be true about ourselves, when we are giving form to our lives' intentions in a way that contributes to others. I think this is worth repeating. We are happiest when we are demonstrating in physical reality what we know to be true about ourselves. So, okay, I can hear you. What does this have to do with money? Successful people have one important thing in common. They have learned how to focus the energy to give form to their life's intentions. Time, physical vitality, creativity, enjoyment, supportive friends, and money, they are all forms of energy. Yes, money, as Nemeth conceives of it, is just one type of energy among others. She borrows a phrase from Joseph Campbell that really helped me reframe how I view money. And it goes like this: money is congealed energy, and releasing it releases life's possibilities. Money is congealed energy. I really like that. Now, it's mostly electronic nowadays. We rarely see it, but when you start thinking about it, notice it. It's present in almost everything you do. You buy groceries, you eat them. It's because you've paid with them for money, you pay their bills. Every day, at least every day, there's probably one interaction with money at the very least. Even if you're working, that's an interaction with money. Inherently, money is neither good nor bad. Although, if you were raised Catholic, as I was, you tend to have a very negative view of money, right? But It's not bad. It's not good. It's just is. It's energy. It's how you use it. Do you use it consciously? Do you use it to move you ahead on your hero's path? Nemeth offers 12 principles to use money energy in a way that will bring you closer to your dreams. And I'll read them. I won't cover every one of these in the talk, but I will name them at this time. So number one, you have your greatest power is to be willing. That's principle number one. Two, your intentions and integrity harness the energy of money. Three, goals focus your money energy. Four, driven behaviors waste money energy. What are driven behaviors? She means like shopping to make you feel better. Five, scarcity is one of the greatest teachers. Six, transforming inner blocks liberates money energy. Seven, releasing old beliefs brings miracles. Eight, forgiveness unleashes money energy. Interesting one. Nine, making and keeping promises moves you along the path. 10, obstacles can lead to breakthroughs. 11, mutual support increases your power. And 12, the gateway to abundance is gratitude. Like I said, I will highlight only a few of these. I'll focus on some of the ways that it can be applied to balance money energy. Okay, let's be frank, talking about money can be very uncomfortable. Looking at how we use it is even more uncomfortable. Monkey mind doesn't like it at all. But as we've seen, our greatest power is to be willing. Being willing is your ticket of admission to the hero's journey. Successful people are willing to ask themselves the important questions, the tough questions. Questions like, what do I really want to do with my life? What do I use my money for? Do I use money for things that bring me lasting satisfaction or for instant gratification? Are you willing to ask yourself the questions, to really look, tell yourself the truth, and then take action? The thing that stands out for me the most in the book is the importance of being very clear about my standards of integrity and my life's intentions in order to master money energy. The meditation we did was to tease out some of your standards of integrity. And if you're something you want to fully explore, then you might want to take pen and paper and do that. It's very interesting. The people you invited to the table resonate with you because they embody qualities that match your standards of integrity. Nemeth says that when your efforts to prosper reflect who you are and what you are meant to do in life, you are increasingly powered by joy. So starting L'Expressive, my business, it was never one of my life's intentions, especially not considering my money autobiography, the story of my life from the point of view of money. That's one of the exercises that Nemeth suggests in the book to better understand your current relationship with money. So writing my money autobiography, I asked myself, what was the emotional climate surrounding my first experiences with money? When did I first earn money? In what circumstances did I lose money? My father worked in a plant, but he had a flourishing side hustle as a lettering artist, painting the sides of trucks and big signs.
We bag with that? Yes, please.
He could easily have made this side hustle a business, but both him and my mom had no scarcity, and they valued above all the perceived safety that comes with a regular job.
I just thought it would be like
Can we
same next
close
door
the
there.
mics,
And then just over there,
please?
so I'm meeting you guys next time.
I think JD? Okay, seem all right. So yeah, my dad and my mom had no scarcity, and they valued
with their
safety
policy,
that
so I'm
comes
leaving
with
them
a regular
tomorrow.
job. To advance on my own
It's not
path,
enough the size is right.
I
So
had
they
to be
just-
I had to free myself from some of the beliefs that they imparted to me about money and safety.
21, because the 18th is what I'm giving them to her. So 18th of August.
There you go. Thank you. Nemeth in the book includes this beautiful, beautiful quote from Helen Keller. Security is mostly a superstition. It does not exist in nature, nor do the children of men as a whole experience it. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing. I agree with Keller on that. I'd rather have fun on an adventure, even if it's a little scary. I'd rather have fun than be safe and bored. So starting a business was not in my genes, and it was not one of my life's intentions, but it eventually became a goal. I made it a goal because I saw starting a translation and editing business as an important step towards becoming who I have declared to be, the grandest adventure of all, right? You see, goals are how we propel our life's intentions into the physical realm. As I said, my main life intentions is to be a successful writer. If one of your life's intention is to be the greatest dad or the greatest grandpapa, your goals could include taking your kids or grandkids to Disneyland before they turn 12. If your intention is to be fit, your goals could be to walk the Trans-Canada Trail from east to west in the next 5 years. A goal is a promise to yourself. It should be a yes, not a no, because your greatest power, principle number 1 from Nemeth's book, is to be willing. Life's intentions are, as Nemeth says, the living spirit, you're behind your goals and dreams. The living spirit behind your goals and dreams. They focus the energy. And that includes money energy, of course. Money is meant to serve the larger purpose of your life. My last day as a civil servant was just before the holidays in 2018. The day after New Year's, I was ready to start. I looked at various calls for tenders. I submitted bids. I sent emails. I had a plan, and I was clear about what I was willing to accept and what I would not. There were a lot of online casinos looking for translation, and I think it could have been very lucrative. But the type of work would not have gone it would have not have gone well with my values, actually. It would have gone against my standards of integrity, and I'm pretty sure I would have hated it. So I waited. Before the month was over, work had started to come in regularly, thanks to one of the other primary forms of energy that Maria Nemeth mentions, supportive friends. In this case, they were work friends, the network of contacts I'd made over the years. L'Expressive is almost 5 years old. I can hardly believe it. There have been challenges along the way. That includes some health challenges, trying to run a business from a hospital bed. That was interesting. But I can say I'm doing well. Dare I say successful? At least on the way there. As Nemeth highlights in her book, the supply is infinite. Oops, I'm trying to change slides, sorry. Oop. The supply is infinite. We, on the other hand, have been designed to create in physical reality with all its constraints. So our access to the supply is not infinite. Constraints can be fun. In France, there's this society of writers who give themselves all sorts of constraints as a way to push their creativity, if you can believe it. One of their members even wrote and published an entire book without the letter E. Most of us, however, on most days, don't find constraints or limits that fun. Limits are a part of physical reality. They are necessary for us to grasp it and interact with it. I can hold this pen and move it around because it has borders that are definite. Same thing with my body. So limits, important, a part of being a human. But the physical experience of limits, when it comes to money, energy, so what Nemeth calls scarcity, especially, triggers fears in us. But financial success is not about how much money I have in my bank account. It's doing what I said I would do with money with ease. Financial success includes using money in a way that is aligned with my standards of integrity. Yes, that means if the cashier gives me an extra $20 bills when she gives me my change, then I will tell them, thank you, you gave me too much. Because that's part of my standards of integrity. Always, always go back to your standards of integrity and your life's intentions. This is an important key to bring balance to your money affairs. Nemeth briefly discusses tithing and giving in general. And I would like to take a moment here to broach that subject. The act of giving, she says, establishes balance and allows energy to flow freely, coming in and going out. But when we give with the thought that we will get the return on our investment, we do not create balance. Instead, our giving becomes an extension of our sense of scarcity. True giving, that is giving as a demonstration of our power and our standards of integrity without expecting something in return, puts us in the flow. And Nemeth adds the interesting about energy, period, is that when you are in the flow, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Another key to balance in money affairs is gratitude. In fact, Nemeth considers that gratitude is the key to abundance. One of the ideas that stands out the most for me in the book, another one, is how abundance and prosperity are defined. Abundance does not necessarily mean more. Abundance is the totality of life, even the bitter moments that teach us and wake us up. It's tears and giggles and paying the bills and setting your own pace and seeing the white lions and doggy kisses, a sunset over the river. All of that is abundance. And where you're not blocking anything, when you are willing to learn from everything and are committed to expressing your true nature, you are in that moment prospering. From this, we can see that prosperity is not something out there waiting to happen in the future. Prosperity occurs now. Every time you are willing to be fully present to your life. So happy prospering. Thank you.